For me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean, you know? That's why I married white man. That's what I like.
I had to let her go, bruh. So all the text and nasty things she was saying about black men, throwing her on wild R and all that stuff. Nah, miss me with
It
that.
looks like Anderson .Paak just dumped Jeannie, and the streets are buzzing. Allegedly, Anderson discovered resurfaced comments and past behavior from Jeannie that completely changed the way he saw her. We're talking claims of microaggressions toward black people, old remarks coming back to haunt her, and multiple sources from her past allegedly saying the same thing. Jeannie doesn't just avoid dating black men. She reportedly holds some very troubling views about them. Once Anderson caught wind of all this, he wasted zero time distancing himself. Here's the part that's really confusing everyone. This is the same woman who was once married to Jeezy and constantly gushed about how deeply she loved him. The same Jeannie who raved about their 8-hour first date and what she called their perfect connection. So how do you go from that to multiple exes hinting that she low-key hates the very men she keeps dating? And if the situation wasn't messy enough, insiders are now saying that Jeezy himself may have tried to warn Anderson before things got serious. Meanwhile, Jeannie was posting online, seemingly in the most fulfilling love story of her life, while behind the scenes, everything was reportedly falling apart. But the real reason this story is blowing up isn't just the breakup. It's an old clip that resurfaced where Jeannie made a comment about black men that has people seeing her in a whole new light. Once you hear what she said, the whole situation starts to make a lot more sense. Nobody expected Anderson and Jeannie to run off and get married, but breaking up just minutes into their secretive relationship? That caught everyone off guard. According to insiders, Jeannie's alleged feelings about black men were nasty enough that Anderson wasn't about to stick around. To make things even stranger, the couple never officially confirmed their relationship. Allegedly, they'd been sneaking around for a while. Anderson even filed for divorce from his wife Jalen last year, and yet, despite keeping things low-key, they've been caught in the act. Just a few weeks ago, they were spotted kissing in public, proving that behind the scenes, their connection was very real, until it all blew up.
Spotted, Jeannie Mai and Anderson .Paak were seen getting very cozy last night at Andy's in LA, and when I say cozy, I mean arm around the shoulder, whispering in ear, ignoring everyone else.
Hi Jeannie, it's great to see you. Are the rumors true? Are you dating Anderson .Paak?
Hi guys.
Have
you seen his movie? It's so good.
How is it?
Beautiful, Jane.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you arriving at Andy.
At the time, an insider claimed that Jeannie wanted to go public with the relationship, but Anderson was focused on finalizing his divorce before making things official. That would explain how they got caught slipping in the first place. But the drama didn't stop there. They were also spotted together at a restaurant bash. When someone directly asked if she and Anderson were really together, Jeannie chose to play coy, leaving everyone guessing.
So I walk in, I sit down, and 4 hours later, we shut down the sushi restaurant. We had the most amazing deep talk about our greatest lessons in life, our greatest mistakes. It was super vulnerable, right?
Aww.
So then after that, he looks at me and he's like, yo, you want to I don't know, I don't want to go home. Do you want to go salsa dancing with me? I have to tell you that getting to know Jay, you guys know him as Jeezy, he's Jay to me. Getting to know him has been one of the most beautiful experiences of my life.
Jeannie has been going on and on TikTok about how she found the perfect man and how deeply in love she is. In one post, she wrote, "Life is crazy. One day you'll think that you will never find love again. Next day, you are in the most fulfilling love story you've ever known." But unfortunately for her, that so-called fulfilling love story seems to have crashed. An insider claims that Anderson .Paak was blindsided when he discovered that Jeannie allegedly low-key hates black men and seems to have a very strange fetish for them. Honestly, though, who can blame him for being shocked? Jeannie was married to Jeezy, a black man, and before their divorce, they appeared to be a strong interracial couple. Remember the cute story she used to tell about them? How just a couple of days after meeting, they went on their first date, which lasted a full 8 hours, because the connection was so electric that neither of them wanted it to end. That perfect picture now seems to be part of a very messy, complicated narrative.
That's the crazy thing though, because as I say at 46, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But I can't honestly tell you that I've experienced love. like especially non-conditional. Like I couldn't tell you that.
Black guy.
Loved black guys. Yeah, yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white. Man, that's what I like.
Even after her divorce, Jeannie seemed devastated and reportedly tried to fight for her marriage. An insider confirmed that she wanted her family unit back and was deeply heartbroken over Jeezy filing for divorce. According to sources, Jeannie still loves Jeezy and wanted to make the marriage work. Divorce was never part of the plan. But here's where things get complicated. Jeezy never fully explained why he filed for divorce, claiming irreconcilable differences, as celebrities often do. Insiders say the reality was far messier. A series of microaggressions and troubling behavior from Jeannie reportedly made him realize she was racist, and eventually, it became too much for him to tolerate. Allegedly, Jeezy even reached out to Anderson .Paak to warn him about Jeannie, hinting that she isn't who she portrays herself to be. Jeezy wasn't the only one to sound the alarm. Before him, Jeannie was married to a man named Freddie. While she had initiated their divorce, Freddie claims that Jeannie later tried to paint him as the guilty party after he moved on. Freddie's new wife, Lindsay, backed him up, saying Jeannie played the victim to gain attention, using her platform to spin a sob story. According to Lindsay, Jeannie's real behavior was aggressive, disrespectful, and far from the sweet persona she shows on TV. With multiple exes calling her out for being low-key racist, the story takes another turn. Allegedly, Jeannie tried to punish Jeezy for leaving her, even going as far as calling the police and attempting to paint him as violent, a move that reflects historic patterns of weaponizing the legal system against black men. Jeannie made several serious claims against Jeezy, alleging physical abuse on multiple occasions, from being struck in the face in a car, to being choked and pushed at a hotel, to having her dress torn during an altercation. She also claimed that Jeezy endangered their daughter, Monaco, by leaving a loaded AK-47 in a Louis Vuitton bag accessible in their home. Jeezy has denied all allegations, calling them false and deeply disturbing. He said, "The malicious attempt to tarnish my character and disrupt my family is ridiculous. My main concern is being an active father to our daughter while I continue to fight for court-mandated joint custody. Rest assured, the truth will prevail through the proper legal channels." This entire saga paints a complicated picture. Whether it's alleged microaggressions, exes exposing hidden behaviors, or serious legal battles, it explains why Anderson reportedly felt blindsided when he discovered Jeannie's alleged history with black men. It also gives context to why Jeezy claims Jeannie never truly loved him, because, according to insiders, a mix of manipulation, deceit, and prejudice had always been lurking beneath the surface. That would explain why Anderson cut things off so quickly, and why people are suddenly revisiting everything Jeannie Mai ever said about black men. Old clips are resurfacing, exes are speaking out, and the internet is digging up receipts like never before. The real question now is whether this is just messy rumors blowing up, or if Jeannie's past is finally catching up with her. Either way, one thing's for sure, the drama is far from over, and the story is still unfolding.